I just smoked my first fucking bowl of this shit, dude. I think I might have made a mistake. Holy fuck. I feel like I stuck my thumb in my ass and my toe in my mouth. I don't know where I'm at.
Closing loud. Clap, baby. Bow killers. Yeah. Shattered dreams entertainment. Smoke cloud roll out from the door of the studio. Should've known by now. That's how we do it, bro. It's the show to clown on. Get down, we stay coolin', yo. It's motherfucking lows and loud. That you tuned in for. Let's go. To get it started, yes, we spark the split. Going hard as shit with the hardest clips. To get you bobbing heads. Find some new music that you in tune with. Homie, this is why they do this. For you, it's a bomb-ass podcast. To get the fuck down that puff, puff, pass. Through the screen glass, bust laughs. Don't forget to ask. And if you hate it, fuck your tough ass. About to zone out with lows and loud. I'm going hard, lit as fuck like the boulevard. Oh my god, clippy clap. As a guest set off the smoke alarm. My contribution to the movement, I'm just doing my part. Start the show, light it up, eyes get low, lows and loud. You know how we roll. Yo, twist it up, fill a cup. Yo, do what you want, a show for juggalos who don't give a fuck. Start the show, light it up, eyes get low, lows and loud. You know how we roll. Put them hands up, you know how we roll. 7 gram blunts, you know how we roll. We got props, I am yelling. A shout out to Shelly. Cash in the dead guy, Luke and Lee. Sam eternally, R.I.P. Respectfully, rest up my G. We'll hold it down until we meet again. Much love to all the lows out there that show love to the show just to show that they care. Cause they do it for the movement, they true and they prove it. Get down, let's clown, pump the loud to this music. About to act the fool with the host. Raise a toast to the lows with the most clouds of smoke. Hey, yo. It's all love in the underground, nothing like no other realm. Taking over the world, let's burn this motherfucker down. Start the show, light it up, eyes get low, lows and loud. You know how we roll. Yo, twist it up, fill a cup. Yo, do what you want, a show for juggalos who don't give a fuck. Start the show, light it up, eyes get low, lows and loud. You know how we roll. Put them hands up, you know how we roll. 7 gram blunts, you know how we roll. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to LD on the cut. The homie Stack Styles. Weed, wax, and whiskey. Remix. Twist it up, fill a cup. Do what you want, a show for juggalos who don't give a fuck.
Light a blunt and take the blast into my lungs. Nothing left to lose, I got 1,000 guns inside the trunk. Welcome to the state of Wisconsin, I got no time for lanes. If I did, I'd end up stabbing you and catching another case. Snake ass flaking bitches, you out to get me for what I got. I don't got a lot, I'm about to die and I am on the clock. I'm the face, the whole I hate, I'll make you feel just like I do. Blow your fucking head off while you jamming to this album, dude. Welcome to your house and blow my head up right in front of you. Got the stack, pull the trick, motherfucker, I'm the truth. Look you in the eyes before I die and head out to my tomb. Grab the stack, pull the trick, bitches, this is what I do. Welcome to your house and blow my head off right in front of you. Grab the stack, pull the trick, motherfucker, I'm the truth. Look you in the eyes before I die and head out to my tomb. Grab the stack, pull the trick, bitches, this is what I do.
What up?
What's up?
Nah, shit. How's it been?
Chilling, drilling.
Chilling, drilling. What have you been up to lately?
Working on music, staying out of prison, grinding the best that I can,
Those are both
traveling
great
around the country. Yeah, staying out of prison, not killing anybody, not fucking anybody up. Basically, just staying in my lane. You know what I'm saying? Repping that LSP shit with the with all my whole straight up Team Snuff cult crew family that's out there, and basically working on music, working a job, doing the real life things.
Hell yeah. Well, it's good to see you back. For sure.
What up, chat?
What
How
up?
we doing, chat?
We're gonna start off with some rapid fire questions. Quick. Culver's Butterburger or a plate of raw brains?
Culver's Butterburger, a plate of raw brains. Give me a fucking Culver's burger without the fucking bread. Motherfuckers over here are on a diet, so I'm not trying to do all that extra bread bullshit. Just give me the burger, extra brains. That shit just gives you fucking parasites.
A freezing Wisconsin winter or a scorching summer in hell?
Give me a freezing Wisconsin and freezing winter in Wisconsin.
Haunted forest or abandoned asylum?
Haunted forest.
Ed Gein's farmhouse or Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment?
Easy one.
Ed Gein's farmhouse. I don't want to go into Dahmer's apartment. He's a fucking pedophile that like little boy booties and shit.
Slasher films or psychological thrillers?
Slasher films.
Hard distortion or eerie silence?
Hard distortion.
Fast chopper flow or slow sinister crawl?
Fast chopper flow.
Samples from an old horror movie or a classic piano loop?
Both.
Writing lyrics on your phone or in a physical notebook?
Physical notebook. Basically, Bloody Ruckus writes his lyrics in a notebook. Preston Hyde writes his on a phone. So reality raps would be on the phone, but Bloody Ruckus writes his shit in a fucking notebook.
The worst horror movie you've ever seen?
The worst horror movie I'd ever seen. The worst horror movie I'd ever seen. Basically anything that's like supernatural and fucking like paranormal. I don't fuck with none of that shit.
That shit is garbage.
It's basuda, it's garbage. I can't even name them off. I'm just gonna name off that type of genre within that genre, you know?
One word to describe the Wisconsin underground scene.
One word.
Yes, sir.
Extreme.
Have you ever scared yourself with your own lyrics?
I scared myself looking at myself in the mirror at 3 a.m. Only time I ever scared myself with my own lyrics was when I was on acid and got to hear some of the shit that I did say. I'm like, holy fuck, I said that shit. That was fucked up, you know? That's the only time I never really scared myself off my own lyrics other than when I was like under the influence of some type of psychedelic.
If your rap persona had a favorite Disney movie, what would it be?
Can you repeat that question?
If your rap persona had a favorite Disney movie, what would it be?
If my rap persona had a favorite Disney movie, what would it be? Okay. It's a tricky question.
I'm on the fucking edge of my seat, bro. I need to know what I need this answer.
Well, listen, I'm a little different. Can't you understand? Put my dick on the stove. The movie is Peter Pan.
Ha! Peter Pan, indeed. Let's go. That's good shit. Damn. Mama Kyoto says Bambi, dead mom to start. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a good one
Toy
too.
Story. Damn. These are good ones.
Sum up your next project in exactly 3 words.
Unbelievably far beyond.
Unbelievably far beyond.
Poker hot ass. Stupid.
Okay, so if you had to pick one Wisconsin urban legend, historical crime, or haunted location that perfectly represents the vibe of your music, what would it be and why?
You're talking urban legend. You just listed off three different things. So you want to know the three different things? Like I can't just put all of them in one sentence. You know what I'm saying? So like,
like it could be like urban legend or a historical crime. You know what I mean? It don't have to be all three of them in one. That was just like kind of examples.
urban legend. Yeah, I'll just put them all three in one, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Urban legend would be the Wendigo. Historical crimes, I guess. I don't fucking know. Ed Gein. Um, Modern day crimes, I don't know, some hood shit. You just put them all in the fucking ball, and there you go. There you go. Yeah, bloody ruckus right there. How you like it? You know.
For sure. Go ahead, Snow.
How you like it? Her. No, I was just. It's awesome. We said how you like it. That's a fucking great. That's a great way to say it. Put all that shit all together. That's him. That's dope.
So for someone who has never been to one of your live shows, could you paint the picture for the listener? What does a Bloody Ruckus show look like?
Chaos. Literally. Sometimes people ask questions like, what would they do if people are trying to get away from getting in harm's way, like in a mosh or something? The best answer I'd give for that is like, you better get to that exit door before I do, because my body is my temple, and my mind is like my gun, my words are my bullets, and the audience is the target. So 10 times out of 10, you're bound to get caught up into some physical fucking harm in a mosh pit. You're bound to see some damn near self-mutilation on stage. People getting beat up with microphones, and yeah, just all types of crazy shit. It's pretty much, I can't really tell you everything because every time I do a show, it's unpredictable. There ain't no telling what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah.
For all you know, I could take a microphone, stick it up my ass, pull it out, and chuck it at somebody. You know what I mean? Like anything can fucking happen, dude. That's the experience you're gonna get out of me, is something that's unpredictable but memorable at the same time. You have a memory for a lifetime. Like, oh yeah, this guy fucking drank goat piss and spit it out right at the fans or something. Like. Not saying that would happen, but it could happen. Shit happens, and like I said, everything it's unpredictable every fucking time.
Now, if you were picked to remake a horror movie, what classic film are you choosing?
What classic film am I choosing to remake, you said?
Yes, sir.
Let me look at something here. I would like to, if I were to do a classic fucking remake, I'd do a remake for House by the Cemetery by Lucio Fulci.
I've never heard of that. I'm gonna look it up.
Go ahead.
Word.
Try me, motherfucker.
Rumor
1981. That film.
1981.
Yeah.
Sherm said, rumor has it he's gonna do nursery rhymes this Saturday.
Yeah.
Super fandom. Much love from old bootleg, Jessica and the Hordecast.
Hey, shouts to Bootleg and the forecast. Shout out to everybody that's been on there in Kyoto commenting. I seen the King of Horriblecore commenting on there too. You know, there's a lot of people commenting and shit, which is pretty cute.
I'm gonna pull up the funeral macabre.
It's macabre.
Macabre.
Get it right.
Is there a like personal event that happened with the backstory in that?
Well, the album is old. Basically, like the album was being worked on like before and after. I caught an infamous case back in 2016. So like it did, and like these, like I said, the album is old. You know what I'm saying? Like the last songs that were made on there was in like 2018, and the album wasn't released officially until 2023.
Smashing myself in the face like I'm Memphis. I'm bounded by honor, for it is my fate. Woke up the next morning wearing a white in a padded room, living my days as a mental pain. Funeral macabre, funeral macabre. This is my end, gun by my front, rise to my casket like God. Funeral macabre, funeral macabre. Fuck your fate, run to my grave, brushing my body like God. Trust. Family couldn't help me, yeah, they did was coming nuts. Every doctor that I met, they were me fucked. You were the limited tackle, you were the one up inside. We were thinking about shit, you know, but that's it, we should have never pride. Mama, get that, you can never commit it, mama, that's never, but I'm back in the sun, but I'm never time. Hey, out of my chin, but I'm all green. This my life, or a story coming to an end. I will make suicide, that's a new trend. No one's gonna care, but I should never pretend. If you're still a D, take a piece of my soul, let you know, cause these hoes got me walking with the dead. Even motherfuckers in the game want me gone, even though I pay my dues, same bitch, and I said, say to my father, the beautiful angel, please speak at my funeral with the formula. You take me from out this place that I live every day, send my way in the hell with every hope in the end of the life. Anyway, I'm a walking dead with myself injured, I faded to ashes, just crucify me under the moon and sun, cause I'm nothing to no one including you bastards.
Pretty
Yeah,
dope
I
track.
have
Pretty
to
dope
say,
track.
there
bangs.
were many styles, a lot of style switches. A lot of switch ups on that is very impressive. Nice work on all of those different cadences. I fuck with that hard. And
Thank
that's a
you.
good way to
And
finish.
you know what? I'm gonna blow your guys'
Yes,
mind away
sir.
right now. So like, well, when only certain people like know like the backstory of that record. Um, basically like the way that it was like all recorded out and everything. It was right before I was getting sentenced. At the time, when I was fighting I had an infamous like reckless injury case, mayhem case, or whatever. Um, I was facing 152 years. You know what I mean? So like, I had a plan where it was like, okay, I'm gonna make this fucking album. If this fucking bitch ass judge gives me a harsher sentence where I know I'm not gonna be coming out until I'm fucking old, I'm gonna commit suicide in the jail cell that night. So like, I recorded everything right before I got sentenced and shit, and then like it was like all planned out. I had it all planned out. I was gonna fucking off myself, and then all of a sudden, like I got sentenced and had to only serve a year, but I already had a bunch of time credited and shit. So I was like, okay, never mind. That
Never
fucking
mind.
plan failed. That plan failed. Now I got to figure out ways to like get it mixed and mastered. So like the whole album was being juggled around by like multiple artists and multiple like producers and shit while I'm locked up. Not on that bid, but on the bid after that. And the only person I was like really pushing like at that time when I was in prison to help get at least some of them done was Chuckles. Chuckles was pushing it, and then all of a sudden I got out of prison, and then Kyoto and Tommy Necro were like working together to like get it mixed and mastered too. When I got locked up over a fucking birthday cake, which we're not going to talk about right now, but yeah, like that's pretty much how it all came about. And as far as like the cadences and stuff like that goes, I'm very diverse. I like to change up styles and flows and stuff like that, and that's because I see myself as like a separate entity compared to like most horrorcore artists in the horrorcore scene. I just try to drive myself away from being different,
Yeah. Shout out to Chuckles in the chat. Much love, bro.
Well, I think it's impressive. Yeah. What up, man? I think it's rare for somebody to not only be able to have more than one style, but to use it freely and frequently. So I was digging that part for sure. Voice wise, I'm gonna say, I was like, who the fuck do I hear in this? And it's Joe Black. Voice wise, not cadence wise. I think you guys got a similar when you start to speed up. I hear a little Joey Black. But I was a fan of that song for damn sure.
Yeah, like I don't know. I got different voices all the time. I gotta shout out my brother. Hey, shout outs to Chuckles, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that man held it down for me when I was doing time. You know what I'm saying? He's held me down plenty of times when I was doing time. So like, big salute to my LSP brother. You know what I mean?
Fucking right. Chuckles fucking
But yeah,
gets
no,
after
like
it too in his music. That's high energy as hell.
no, he's high energy. Like, definitely high energy. He's got a mix of like horrorcore. He's like that. He's like that psychotic killer clown. He's like the fucking He's like the trap metal version of what ICP would have been if they were trap metal. If that makes sense. I don't know. If ICP was trap metal, you got Chuckles.
Yeah. Fuck.
I could definitely
For sure.
see that for sure.
He definitely, his style, it gets a little thrash to it. And I'm like, all right, get after it, young fella. Fuck some shit up. I love that. And I always like his mask game too. And his presentation is always pretty fucking cool.
That fucking tearaway mask, sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some stuff. Like he's got a gang of masks. I don't know. We used to have mask offs back in the day, and we sent each other videos of all of our fucking masks that we ever had. We like send me more man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we just go back and forth with it. It was pretty funny shit.
Have you ever thought about getting a
go ahead,
mask?
Lee, I'm sorry.
Huh?
You ever thought about doing a new mask?
Me or Chuckles?
You.
No.
No.
Not really. Never really thought about doing a new mask because like there's three faces that I have. It's my cult mask, my bloody ruckus mask that, you know, is infamous for being like the whole, you know, pinhead merged with the Jason mask, and then you got what you see. You know what I'm saying? What you see is what you get. You know, like, so it's like these are the three faces I just pretty much demonstrated.
Word.
Don't know
see
when
my
I'll
mask,
do a
Blue?
new mask. Don't know when I'll ever do a new fucking mask and shit like that. But just that's just me being honest. It's just whatever fucking floats my motherfucking boat. Then, you know, I mean, as you guys can see, you guys see those cult masks back there. It's pretty fucking cute. You guys should
Yeah, that
definitely
shit is
check
fire.
those bad boys out.
Absolute
You know what I
fire.
mean, that backdrop back there.
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
that's watching, if you guys want a fucking cult shit backdrop, I got one available right now. You know what I'm saying? Just hit my motherfucking line, ASAP Rocky.
Nah, Lee,
That shit
you
would
better,
look good on your
get him
wall.
some loot, Lee, so nobody else can take it.
That shit would look good on your wall. That shit would look good on a picnic.
Yeah.
You know, you go out in the fucking picnic and you just want to chill and be like, oh man,
You could put it on your shoulders and it could be a cape for Halloween. So
you can do
many
all types of
uses.
stuff with it. You know, like I said, you can eat food at a picnic with it. You're like, wow, look at this. I'm sitting on the faces of the cult leaders. Ah, freaky motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it could be used for anything.
Word. Hey, let me get everybody's and Chuckle's attention too for a second. What do you think about my mask?
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. I fucking got it on Etsy, I'll say. And I don't wear masks, but I had to have it. I just wanted to show off mine too.
What up, King Wicked?
What it do?
Yo, that's the brother right there, man. King Wicked, man.
So, for you, dead or alive, who is the ultimate artist or producer you want to create a track with?
Dead or alive?
Yes, sir.
Geno Cult shit.
That's a good answer.
You know, and I'm not just saying that to be biased. That's just me being real. I wish you know, I could make more songs for my brother. You know, unfortunately, due to like circumstances that are out of our control, you know, he's no longer here with us. But that's the number one person that, you know, comes to mind. Second person would be Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, and third person would be Tupac.
Pop.
Yeah,
you know,
Tupac.
now, would you have him come to your beat style, or would you go fuck around with West Coast beats with him?
I mean, I'm very diverse, so like
What would
it
you
wouldn't
prefer?
it wouldn't really matter. It just doesn't matter to me as
Fucking
long as
cares.
it's catchy to me. You know, if it's catchy to me, I'm a picky prick when it comes to beats. So like if it's catchy to me and I know I can fucking like tear it up, I'll do it. You know, if somebody's bringing garbage beats to me, I'm gonna be honest and be like, I can't fuck with this.
You come back to my house with some shit that sounds better, I'll do something else for now.
That's just me being 100 with you.
Yeah.
But the fourth person I would have liked to do tracks with was XXX Tentacion, and fifth person would have been Chester from Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very diverse list, my dude.
And those are just the dead people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's a clip right there. Could we steal that for me so I can have that scratched? And those are just the dead people. I want that part. Can I use that, bro? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What about you? It's your voice, man. Can I use that?
Yeah, you can use my voice for that.
Thank you, bro. Cool. Fucking right. That's awesome. Great sample.
So, what's different from this new album you're working on compared to, say, your first album you put out? Obviously, experience and stuff, but
diversity. I talk about, like, obviously, like, you know, I'm a horrorcore musician, so I tend to like talk about you know, horrific shit all the time, but also like to mix reality with it, you know, because like nothing's more horrifying in life, in real life, than having to deal with like battling your own mental health, your own demons and shit like that, anxiety, and you know, that's fucking horrifying because sometimes motherfuckers think they're having a heart attack and shit like that. but at the same time, you're indulging and expressing whatever the fuck is on your mind and just releasing it for what it is. You know, like a lot of people tend to like bottle those emotions, and they bottle all these like feelings and thoughts that they have, and you know, especially artists, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the artists will just feel shit and don't make no fucking sense. However, it makes sense to them when they explain it. You know? Then it starts to make fucking sense to the person that's outside of that mind. And basically, like, this album is different from the others because, like, granted the fact it is the third, like, it is like the third sequel to like what the fuck I've been putting out, like Funeral Macabre, Resurrection of the Broken Reflection, and then After Burial Hours. This is the third album I'm working on right now. However, it's more of like a prequel to Resurrection of the Broken Reflection and a sequel to Funeral Macabre, if that makes sense. So, like, if I were to release this new album, in order for people to understand, to listen to those three albums, that in order, they'd have to listen to it by Funeral Macabre, After Burial Hours, then Resurrection of the Broken Reflection, because it's like a three-part ordeal that I've been working on for years, and basically like this album just is like based around like releasing whatever the fuck is on your mind and then just letting it out for what it is. Because even after burial hours, what happens after you get buried? People are letting out their fucking feels. You know what I'm saying? People ain't keeping that shit bottled inside. When you're buried, they're gonna come, grave talk by you. They're gonna go and visit you, and they're gonna release whatever the fuck is on their mind. Whether if it's animosity, self-animosity, because they weren't able to make the amends that they wanted to make with you in life, that they weren't able to make anymore after that. Venting about how life is, what life is going to be like without that person in it. The list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit can be like can be metaphorically used to a degree as being part of horrorcore. Because yes, like anybody can make horrorcore songs, but it's kind of hard for some people to actually twist real life elements to it, and do something that's like, how can I say, it's like hidden messages, kind of like Leonardo da Vinci's art, like he had hidden messages in every one of those fucking paintings. So there's hidden messages within those songs on the album and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a question. So for me, if I'm making music or writing, I don't necessarily care too much about how it's received or if it's received at all. When you're writing and stuff, when you're writing things that are vicious and have animosity in them, does that bring down your blood pressure and let the thoughts out from real life onto the art? Because it does that for me, and I find it very helpful.
No, I'm kind of fucked up. Like when I actually it doesn't help with my blood pressure. Like it helps with some things, right? It helps me like relieve stress if I'm dealing with like real life shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take my motherfucking aggression out on the motherfucking song, that goes for like many people. I'm kind of fucked up though at the same time because like I kind of like I let it sit there and dwell on me for a little bit, you know what I mean? And I'm still pissed off making the shit. Or sometimes I get emotional making the shit, then I gotta like take a little break from fucking doing the shit, then I come back and fucking do it again. But like besides like going to the studio to like that helps relieve a little bit of that fucking stress.
Yeah.
And just take the stress out on that. Like I like to have some type of motivational videos, if you will. Prime example, I like watching cartel murder videos from time to time, because that gives me inspiration to have something to talk about. But at the same time, it reminds me that my life isn't so fucking bad. Fuck, that could be my fucking balls getting eaten up by a fucking pit bull. That could be my motherfucking head getting put in a motherfucking spike in front of somebody's mother's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use those as pieces of inspiration. And yes, it's real videos, it's real thick shit. I use them to my advantage, not only to remind myself that life can be so fucking horrible, my life could be a whole lot worse. But
Right.
I use
and
it
it gives
as
you the
a
inspiration
form.
if you might need some inspiration at that moment to put some dope.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I got so many horror movies here. Like, I'm not even capping on that. Like, I'm sitting on so many motherfucking horror movies. It's ridiculous.
Word.
I look around my studio, bro. I can look around my fucking studio and get inspiration off of everything that's on my motherfucking walls, just to create the art that I am willing to create. Sometimes I'll even listen to like other horrorcore musicians from back in the day, or I'll hear like some of like the eerie tunes from like old school Memphis beats, shit like that. Like, I get some type of fucking inspiration out of something.
Yeah.
And Tales from the Crypt is just so happens to be one of the things that I get inspirations from. Here's a fucking talking dead guy. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? He's telling you fucking stories.
Yeah.
Stories. And I'm a storyteller. That's one of the best things about me as a musician is I'm a fucking storyteller. I like to tell stories. But the one motherfucking person the one horrorcore artist that I do have an inspiration from when it comes down to making music is Shy One. Hands down. 100.
Oh, yep. And Chuckle says that too. Yep.
Well, he said that? Where?
He said that just now. Shy One is a great inspiration.
He is. No, seriously. Like, that Shy One, okay, in case you guys don't know who Shy One is, that is a fucking horrorcore legend. All right? He is a horrorcore legend. So in case anybody, like, and he was way the fuck ahead of his time as an artist. Shy One was so ahead of his fucking time. I'm surprised he didn't like actually take off the way some of these other cats did, like Suicide Boys and Ghost Main and all these other motherfuckers, right? They took off and shit like that, right? But here's the thing. Shy One was doing the same exact shit that they were doing years before they even fucking came about. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes
fucking Suicide Boys. Like, it's not that they weren't ready and shit like that. I'm just saying, bro, like, I think real life comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Shy One has a family. He's got children and stuff like that. So, like, there's nothing wrong with being a devoted dad. You know what I'm saying? But just know, Shy One was definitely way the fuck ahead of his time when it came to that style. And that's, like, one of my inspirations and influences growing up as a musician was because of Shy One. If it wasn't for Shy One, Doja Demon, Evil Pimp, Lord Infamous, a lot of these cats that were like in that like Memphis style, dirty South horrorcore, fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it, that devil shit. That's what we call the subgenre for horrorcore, devil shit.
Yeah.
Basically, there would not be no Bloody Ruckus without those significant figures in the horrorcore genre.
Word. That's a testament to them. That's going to be a dope clip for YouTube, Lee.
Yeah.
That one's going to run up. That's cool, man.
Is there any story behind It's Me or You featuring Scum?
But what can I say? We're just making fucked up songs and fucked up lyrics. What can I say other than It's Me or You? Okay, so like I look at it like this. You hear the song title, like, oh yeah, It's Me or You. Okay, it's more like Me and Scum. Okay, Scum, it's me or you. Let's see who's gonna say the most shocking fucking lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, we made this song, back in the day, 2018, right before I went to 2019, right before I went to prison. Made It's Me or You, and it was a fucking shocking, beautiful fucking song that offended a lot of people. And that's one thing that always put a smile on my face is that people got offended, and it was cute.
And it was cute. Get them. Offending people.
thoughts in my head. Sick, motherfucking crimes on my mind. Sick, fuck, I'm better off dead than the ones I snatched I will never find. Sick, motherfucking thoughts in my head. Sick, motherfucking crimes on my mind. Sick, fuck, I'm worse than bad when they never catch. I'm a different kind of an animal, of a motherfucking beast. They released from the cage by mistake as I take it, and everybody's running, but nobody's getting out of here alive. And all this time, but ain't nobody's gonna make it. The only way they leaving us in pieces like a puzzle. Should've kept the muzzle on me, now the homies on the hunt. Found somebody's blooded up above the fucking guzzle. Blood wounds apart with fingers, leaving them dripping like a cut.
That was hard as fuck. I love that beat too.
Hell yeah.
I think you had scum on that one.
Not close.
And it's not, and it's like I wasn't even trying to like compete with them, but at the same time, I was kind of competing with them when it came to the shock value factor, you know, because like I don't know, like I just like shock value stuff sometimes, and I wanted to see how shocking he could get on the song, you know. And
I think he
we
could have
made
done
that.
better on the fetus part, though. He could have done something pretty crazy with that.
Yeah, again, he did go sensationalist by using the C word right there, and I'm just like, that does create a visual. I'll give you that, scum.
No, like he kills it on every fucking track. So like, I give him his fucking flowers for that.
Yeah, it didn't suck. He did a nice job. I'm just saying he was second place this time.
It'd be that way sometimes, you know.
Nobody bats 1,000.
Now we got a few minutes left until you
No,
got
we can keep her running.
Oh, word. I thought he was gonna say shut this shit off right now. That's what's up. Cool.
No, we'll keep it running for another, I don't know, damn near hour.
Run it.
No.
I think it's always nice to work with a partner. Did you guys get to write that together in person?
No.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from back in the day. But writing with a partner, especially when you're doing like one and then the next, the competitive nature really does drive up the quality in my experience, man. I feel like you guys did that for each other, even if it wasn't in person.
I feel like if we were in the same room writing the song, I think like, you know, something would have came about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have fed off each other's energy. Like that's like the same thing with rap groups. They feed off each other's fucking energy when they're in the booth and shit. I should know from personal experience because, you know, I was in, you know, Kenosha at the time when we were recording Fred Vogel with Darkcast, and you know, we were definitely feeding off each other's energy. Like I said, you know, Shock Valley at its fucking finest. And when we were doing the Call to Activity album, you know, same thing. We were feeding off each other's energy. It's like every time when you're working on a song with somebody that's in the same room with you, and you hear their shit, you know, you're like, okay, they're gonna do that. I can do this too. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I can do, you know, do the ping pong method with fucking cadences and shit. So like that's just pretty much how it goes most of the time when people are going off of like each other's vibes and energies when it comes to making music.
It's amazing when you can do that. I haven't done that, man, in like at least a decade with anybody, and it's I do miss it. That was the best thing. You come up with the dopest shit when you're like, oh well, that dude didn't waste a syllable here. I might have to tighten my shit up, but I don't want to sound too bad compared to that. That was great, and it really does always, in my opinion, give you the best the song could be.
Yeah.
Word. Fuck, I am high, dudes.
Well, suck yourself off then. No,
That's sexy.
I know. I know. I know.
So,
Thank me later.
Hell yeah. All right, bet. Oh, shit.
now, who would you say in the underground scene right now is overrated and who is underrated? Most overrated and most underrated in the scene right now.
Right to it, Lee. That's a great question. I have to hear this. Let's go.
Underrated is Axe Bleed. Axe Bleed, he's very underrated. Deserves a lot more recognition. And overrated, that's a tough one. You're trying to put me on blast.
Oh no, no hate stuff. I ask this to everybody. I was honest. I said Ouija.
That was a layup.
That guy's so overrated. But I'm not gonna say that. In my opinion, though, because yeah, we all know he's overrated. I don't know. Fucking obviously, ICP is definitely overrated. I don't know. There's like a lot of people that are like overrated, but there's people that are underrated too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more people that are underrated, that, in my opinion, than there is that like overrated. I only said Axe Bleed as like an underrated. You know what I'm saying? Because like he really is underrated, and he's actually one of the greatest musicians. You know, I just so happen to be calling my brother, and that's just what it is. You know.
All right. I'm gonna check that out. No doubt. I don't know of that, so I am gonna get familiar.
Yeah, he's on my if you want to know how Axe Bleed sounds, you got to listen to like some of my songs that he's featured on, like "Don't
Okay.
Scream" Part 2 or "Wake Up from This Nightmare." He was on that as well.
Okay.
You know, he's supposed to be on this album that I'm working on right now, actually.
Well, I'm gonna get to know that music, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
What's your top 5 all-time list? Of artist, any genre.
All-time favorite, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. 3-6 Mafia. Do or Die. Shy One. The fuck else? Nirvana. And Lamb of God.
That's a whole new list where you
It's an
see
eclectic blend for sure. Did not waste your top 5. Nicely done.
I didn't see Lamb of God coming though.
Did not. Nope.
So Path to Gathering, you play Detonation Stage second.
No, I'm on Detonation Stage at the Gathering of the Juggalos on Saturday at 3:40 p.m. I'm on the last day.
What was that? Is this your second time performing?
No, this is actually legit my first time actually ever performing as Bloody Ruckus, like at the Gathering. Like, this is my first time ever doing my own set. Like, I performed at the Gathering plenty of times with Dark Half, you know, during their sets and shit like that. I never had my own set. This is the first time I ever performed at the Gathering doing my own shit.
Was you surprised when you got that call? Finally got that call now?
Hell yeah. The fuck? The fuck? You know, and that, of course, I was surprised because, like, you gotta think, like, I've been putting in, you know, like, trying to get on the gathering since like 2008, 2009. You know what I mean? And they never called my number. You know, and and they just kept passing me by until this year. So
That's fucking dope, dude. Congrats. Bet you'll have a great time.
How many times
I
have you
always
gathered?
do.
Word.
How many times have I gathered? I think about 11, maybe 12. I've been to the Ohio gathering in 2004. I've been to every single Cave and Rock gathering from 2007 all the way to 2013. I was at Legend Valley in 2014 and 2016, and then I was at the gathering that was in Thornhill, Indiana, I believe. No. It was that. No, fuck no. That's a different town, I think. The gathering that was in Indiana back in 2019. That was my last gathering I went to.
Or some shit like that.
Some shit.
Fuck that hill.
Yeah, you already know that hill was so fucking steep. It was ridiculous. And the grounds all around. You went around the entire grounds. That's like a whole fucking mile and a half. Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. What are you most, besides performing, what are you most excited for this year at the gathering?
Networking. Having my street team go around, you know, spreading these bad boys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Getting the name out there, getting my brand out there, making sure people know, like, yo, Ruckus is like actively, extremely active and is out there grinding like a motherfucker, pretty much building a bigger following than what I have now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for building. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like one of the biggest things that, like, I've been excited for like a minute. That's hence is why I have like street team members all over the country that, you know, they got the same exact promotional materials and that are going to be at the gathering, just putting the shit out. You know what I'm saying? Spreading the word and shit like that. Because I'm not going to be the only one doing it. I got like multiple people there going to be busting that move. You know. Besides that, I'm excited to see my homies I hadn't seen in years. I'm excited to see some of the performance acts. Like, I haven't seen Esham perform in a long time, and I think Esham would be something that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Because Esham is like a horrorcore influence on everyone. He's an inspiration. Put the name horrorcore to the motherfucking mix. You know, without him, we wouldn't be having a name to the shit. So, like, I'm actually excited, just all in all. You know, like, I'm excited to be there with my LST family. You know, killing this shit because I know that my brother Chuckles is going to be there, and the King of Horrible Core is going to be there, and AZ the Bomb's going to be there, and, you know, the Devil's Trident's going to be there. Smalls One, Insane Poetry, and Scum is going to be there. So, like, we're mobbed the fuck up over there. You know what I mean?
Well deserved, too.
Word. What do you think about doing a collab with Lex? I'm a big fan of him. You guys would sound dope together. Have you done that before?
Which Lex? I know
Lex,
3 Lexes.
Lex.
He personally, I really do fuck with him. You know, every time I see him, you know, I'll be like, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. He'd be like, Alaikum salam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, we actually do fuck with each other on a personal level and shit like that. We chop it up and shit like that every time we see each other at Gorefest or something. I think that me and him would be an interesting collaboration. It just depends on, like I said, the beat. I'm a very picky son of a bitch when it comes to beats.
Yeah. That's what's up. I've heard him lately on some really good stuff with some great beat stuff. But I don't know. They're great to me. I'm not sure that they would maybe be your style, but I like them.
Yeah.
That would be dope, though. That'd be a good collab.
Type shit.
Yeah.
King Wicked says he's trying to get you and Chuckles on a track together for his next project.
Do it.
Fucking A. Do her. No. Yeah, no, let's do it up. Do something crazy, you know what I mean? Make something happen. Just hit us up on the business tip. We'll get something cracking, bro. For real. Because I'm not opposed to working with anybody and shit like that, you know. And King Wicked, he's pretty cool. He's actually really fucking cool. And not only that, like he's a mosh pit monster. That man does not fuck around. You know what I mean? Like I've seen him in action. I've seen King Wicked in action. That man,
I'm not about
that man is no fucking joke. Like I watched him at Gorefest and I was performing my song Omega. All right, don't know if you guys know that song, but it's one of my hit singles. It's like my #1 hit single, like right now. But that's beside the point. The point that I'm making is King Wicked does not fuck around. All right, that guy's a mosh pit monster.
I used to be. Now it's like getting old and shit. My body don't want to fucking
break a fucking hip, Lee. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I still do it. I'm fucking 33. Fucking 33 years old. I got a bad back and I still get into action. It's fucked up.
I jump in there once in a while. Yeah.
It's awful.
Still a good time.
True. Yeah.
You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why would you break me when I was blind? You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why are you alive? Hidden secrets in the distance, but y'all wanna know I've been tripping. She's not giving, something's missing. Maybe her deception, let me live it. Come and witness what I found behind my back. Was shopping, cold and loving lost. Fucking hunted by the nigga, planning to end me my flaws. Infidelity, the recipe, the murder that my wrong. Get the knife right back and put the blood up on the fucking wall. Man, she springs it with a pipe. Grab the camera and end the life. I'ma jack off when they both die. Fuck around and find out with a razor to the eye. Grab me a river, I'm so insecure. My new obsession for pain is something that I cannot cure. You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why would you break me when I was blind? You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why are you alive? All I say is all I do. Fuck that bitch and fuck your toe. You're the first that I'm gon' show what your pussy ass gon' do. Running for your life like a bitch calling up 12. I ain't got no sympathy for rats that can rot in hell. I could do that time in jail, your ass gon' be dead today. Chopped in 37 pieces, stuffed inside a garbage bag. What the fuck you mean, bitch? I done lost control. Pocking that for me, bitch, strictly for them hoes. Out of sight with the beam, give them halos. Rock a motherfucker, buck 'em in the dome. I ain't got no love, I ain't got no trust. All I got is slugs turning bitches into dust. Make her put her mouth up on the cup and shut it the fuck up and stop the cut to this nigga jumping on the fucking boy. You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why would you break me when I was blind? You can tell me lies, but you can't take what's mine. I'm not alright on the side tonight. Why are you alive? You can tell me lies, homicide tonight. You can tell me lies, I'm not alright. You can tell me lies, homicide tonight. You can tell me lies, I'm not alright.
I love that song. That was great.
Yeah, it was a good one. I don't know.
That hook
Love
is
it.
the shit.
Thanks, man. I used to be in a band and shit like that, bro. Back when I was a teenager, I was a vocalist. I was in a couple bands. I used to be a drummer in a punk rock band called The Potato.
The
You know?
Potato, that's a dope name.
Yeah, but we only did one gig and I fucking quit because the concept of the fucking band was retarded. And then literally, and I don't know, and I was a vocalist in this next band that I was in, and like me and my cousin we were both in the band. My cousin was a bass guitarist and shit, and I was one of the two vocalists that was on the band. So Yeah, that song that we were just playing, I guess, I don't know, man. Like I love 80s slashers, all right? I'm not even from the 80s, but I act like that I'm from the fucking 80s,
No, it had a
So it's
certain
like,
vibe to it for sure. It did play that role. It was awesome.
yeah,
Gentlemen,
like,
it is time for me to put my children to bed. I have to leave you now. There goes one.
good night.
Good chat.
Good night.
Appreciate you guys, dude. Catch you later.
Much love, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Well. Now it's just me and you.
Yes, sir. When you're writing your darkest verses, what does that look like visually in your head? If your music had a physical texture or a distinct smell, what would it be?
If I'm making like darkest music, what distinctive like visions I have with certain smells. When I'm like writing some dark stuff, like I'm gonna use one of my songs as a prime example, all right? Lord of Thrudge from Resurrection of the Broken Reflection, all right? I think like the first thing that comes to mind is like creeping in somebody's fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Like I think of like how a fucking killer would think when they're breaking into somebody's fucking house, like creepy crawly type shit. And then like the smells would be like rainwater. Like when it's raining out, you can smell that shit. Like that's like ideally the best way that I can describe it to you.
Mama Coyote. Decomposing bodies. You smell decomposing bodies when you write that?
It's like rain. Rain washes away everything, so like you wouldn't even be able to smell that shit.
Right.
See, everybody's gonna talk about like bodies and flesh and all this other shit. Like, no, when you're smelling rain, when you're out in the rain washes away everything. You won't be able to smell it. The only thing you're gonna smell is rain or copper.
For sure. If a kid from a sunny suburban town in like California hits you up online wanting to start making Wisconsin style horrorcore, what is the one piece of regional reality or harsh truth you would tell him to see if they are actually built for this scene?
Pay homage. Pay homage. Pay dues where dues are due. You know what I mean? Like, give the flowers to the ones that you're getting inspired off of. You know what I mean? Because like there are people like from California, there are people from like a bunch of states that are actually influenced by the shit that we do out here. Like there are people that are inspired of like the horrorcore wicked Wisconsin scene, which is all basically like our scene is like not like any other fucking scene in this country. You go to any other scene in this country, it's always like juggalos or some shit, like always juggalo this, juggalo that. The horrorcore scene in Wisconsin is all fucking punk rock and death metal influence. That's the only state that has a horrorcore scene that's literally like that. And Chuckles is a bear witness to that. He could tell you right now, like, there's no other horrorcore state that's like ours. We're the only ones that like stand out like that. So like when there's other states with artists that are trying to come out and like do the things that we're doing, they gotta pay homage and let it be known who the fuck it is that you're inspired, who your inspirations are. Because you're not just going to come out the woodwork and just say, yeah, this is my style, knowing damn well, it came from somewhere. It came from a certain place, by certain individuals. You know what I mean? And so far, everybody that I met that was inspired or is inspired off of this shit have paid their homages, and the harsh truth reality to it is like if they want to do something out here, they got to move out here for one. They gotta live out here, you know what I mean, and show face. You know what I mean? Like that's what you gotta basically do. You gotta practically be out here all the fucking time at every local show and show face. Because if you don't do that, ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck you are. If you're not out there networking, ain't nobody gonna know nor give a shit who the fuck you are. They're gonna look at you as another individual. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Right?
Oh, another rapper or whatever the case may be.
Like, they'd be like, wow, that's cute. You know, like I'd be like, wow, I'm impressed. You know, if Scott Wachowski was here, you know, saw the Ghost of Cult Activity, he would have been like, wow, I'm impressed. He wouldn't be impressed at all. Like you gotta like really like show your devotion to the shit. You know what I mean? You gotta show that you're really fucking devoted if you're trying to like do what the fuck we're doing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So if the world is ending, the power grid is failing, you have exactly enough battery left to play one song from your entire catalog to represent your legacy. What are you choosing and why?
What am I choosing? You see, Eternity. Eternity from Resurrection of a Broken Reflection. Because
Why do you or
the reason why I choose that is because no matter how bad life can fucking get, even if I end up dying, right? Guaranteed some form of my legacy is going to carry on and it's going to live with eternity. My physical temple is not going to last. However, my words will. So if there's a last song that I would live just off a little bit of that fucking battery on that fucking generator that I have, it would be Eternity. Because the song was written in blood. And those words will live on forever, even if people haven't even heard it. Somehow, eventually it will get heard again. And it will just be a never-ending fucking cycle. Because that's just an indication of me leaving my mark in the motherfucking sand of life. And that goes for all my songs. That goes for every fucking song I ever made in my whole fucking life. But if it was one last song in a situation like that, it would be Eternity.
now if you could put like a song together or a cipher, whatever you want to call it, of yourself plus 5 artists, who are you picking? Live or dead? Living or dead?
All right. Gino, Little Peep, Ruby the Cherry from Suicide Boys, Kurt Cobain, and Marilyn Manson.
What would the blueprint of that song be?
The blueprint of that song would basically be like extinction. We're talking about extinction, like extinction of many things, like whether it would be life, whether it would be like altercations, extinction. The blueprint would be the idea of what it is to be extinct and how we feel about things that we want extinct. So extinction. That's our fucking blueprint.
Uh-huh. Is there anything, any other new things coming up that you want to discuss?
Yeah, If anybody's in the Wisconsin area or surrounding states of Wisconsin, I got a show this weekend on Saturday. The Killing the Stage tour stop down in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That's a Saturday. You know, I'm gonna be killing it there. My brother is saying poetry. He's gonna be killing it there. You know, it's gonna be at the Skipper Inn too. So you gotta make sure you peep Tom that shit. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. And go there. Other than that, you know, we got the Gathering of the Juggalos coming up. I'm performing on the Detonation stage on Saturday at 3:40 p.m. We got Gorefest coming up on October 2nd through the 4th. We got Hog Daddy's fucking family reunion on September 23rd through the 27th. We got Terror in Titletown for on November 13th and 14th. So anybody that's out there, just know Terror in Titletown is happening November 13th and 14th. Be sure to pop out, Green Bay, Wisconsin. All right, that's my little festival. Then you got Sheep Fest, by the way, that I'm going to be at, you know, on October 9th through the 10th. That shit's going to be busting, you know, down in San Antonio, Texas. Looking forward to that shit as well. You know, those are the things, the shows that I got upcoming, you know what I'm saying, that are going to be coming out. Other than that, you know, I'm working on this album. I'm working on Funeral Macabre and shit. And yeah, so for all those, you know, who want to be in the know, just know the album's going to be coming real fucking soon, and I'm not playing around with this album. When I tell you guys that it's different from each other because of like the shit that I'm talking about, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the truth fucking squirts. So like, if you guys are into like, the best way that I can describe for my fans that are watching right now, and to the people that don't know who the fuck I am, the best way I can describe After Burial Hours would be like Dark Half's Graveyard Blues. There you go. Boom. So like, that's the best way I can damn near describe it, even though they're two separate entities, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's something there, you know what I mean? It's something that people are going to relate to, just like they related to Graveyard Blues. You know, After Burial Hours is one of those albums that you can fucking relate to, even if it's some fucked up songs in there. Somehow, some way, people are going to relate to it by being fucking pissed off and wanting to go and kick down somebody's door wearing lingerie while bashing mommy's head in with a brick. You know?
For sure. What's your wildest gathering moment?
I can't tell you that.
Or what's some crazy shit you've seen happen? Some of the craziest shit you've seen happen at the gathering.
I seen 150 some dudes fucking run a train on some chick on Drug Bridge back in 2012.
I remember that.
I seen that. I seen a guy eating his own braids back in 2008. I've seen people do all types of weird shit at the gathering, dude. Like, I've seen people bite each other's nipples off, cut each other's nipples off for $70. Like, I've seen some shit, dude. I mean, there's all types of shit that I've seen. Like, I've seen fat bitches pissing and shitting on other dudes. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I got plenty of gathering stories. So for days.
What's the story that sticks out to you? Just any gathering story that sticks out to you.
Well, besides tripping on fucking acid and performing with Dark Half, I think one of the most memorable gathering tales that I have, I had this buddy, his name was Devin Walsh. Why am I fucking saying his whole name? But anyways, you know, he's somebody I was really cool with and shit, and I saved his life at the gathering one year. I think it was like 2011 or 2012, one of the 2 years. He did a lot of cocaine and almost died in the beaming hot sun in the fucking parking lot party. Well, he went to the hospital, came back, partied it up with us, And when he came back, basically, like on the last day when we were all leaving, we didn't know where he was. We thought he was in the bushes dead somewhere. So we were trying to figure out where he was. And their situation happened where somebody got stabbed up and the cops showed up on the grounds at Cave and Rock. And then all of a sudden, fucking, here comes our buddy, right, coming out of the bushes, covered head to toe in fucking mud. And he's like, fuck the police, all fucked up, you know, like, we're like, somebody get this fucking idiot out of here, you know? And they're trying to change him in like dry, clean clothes and shit. So while he's standing there butt ass naked, he's all screaming, fuck the police. I'm like, get this fucking idiot in the car. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, I mean, that was one of the crazy moments. I mean, there's so many like memories that I've had, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's one of the ones that I thought was funny, you know what I mean? Because like the night before, like we seen him like over at the Spasmatic stand, and we're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm hanging out with my friends. And we're like, dude, these people don't even know you. Let's go.
What do you
know,
mean?
like-
They're my friend.
Yeah. I was like, dude, they don't even fucking know you, you prick.
Were you there for 2010 gathering?
Yes.
That was a good year.
That was the most packed year at Cave and Rock, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was like 30,000 fucking people there.
Well, that year Twisted dropped Abominations. That one was pretty fucking packed also.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
I'll never
What's your-
forget that. So 2010 was definitely a packed year.
What's your favorite year?
2008.
2008. That was when what was that? The set where all you were up there. What was that called? Fuck, I don't even remember. There was a set that year that all the snuff was up there, right?
Probably. I mean, like there was a lot of Wicked Wisconsin. There was like a lot of Wicked. There was a lot of Wicked Wisconsin homies there too. That was repping all over the place. Like even like if you watched like ICP set that year, you could see the Foley brothers from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, on stage wearing their Wicked Wisconsin t-shirts. So like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Chuckles. That's what I was thinking. 50 Shades of Snuff.
There was no 50 Shades of Snuff in 2008.
No, what year was that?
That was 2015.
This was still a young baby. When did you first get into the Juggalo culture?
The late 90s. My older brother was into this shit. I don't know, like every time I seen an advisory logo on CDs, I thought it was rap, you know, like I would automatically assume it was rap music. And my oldest brother Grant, he was a juggalo and shit like that, and I started listening to whatever fucking CDs he had, and it just stuck with me. Throughout the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like I was rocking the shit hard until like I was on the computer and seen like the type of genre that like ICP and Twisted and all that shit was rapping under, and it said horrorcore. At the time, I was like 11 or 12, seeing this on the internet. And I was curious as to what it was. And then when I typed in horrorcore on the Google search, that's when like a whole new motherfucking world was opened up to me. You know what I mean? Like, and I discovered like musicians and shit, like artists and shit that sounded way sicker than ICP. Like artists have made ICP sound like a fucking Disney musical.
Cool.
Like, because they were brutal, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is cool. So like by the time middle school hit, like I had a whole lunch table filled with like Juggalo homies and shit. And I was putting every one of them on like horrorcore stuff. So like I would show them Shy One or Kid Crusher or Scum, and Players Lounge Crew and Killa C and Evil Pimp, you know, like pretty much like everything, like KYP, which is Kill Yourself Productions with like Stitches and Lies of Seer and Mental Ward, or like Serial Killing Records at the time, which was like Stitch, Mouth, Satanic, and Razakel, or like Third Shift Entertainment, which was like Mr. Kilcher and Bobby Knight, you know, like so forth and so on. Like I was putting all these Juggalo homies of mine that were sitting at the lunch table in middle school. I was putting them on game. I'm like, what horrorcore? So I'm like, bro, you ain't got like I would talk shit a little bit, you know, like yeah, sure, it's cool to be a Juggalo, but you ain't got to suck clown dick all the time, bro. Like there's other outlets to this shit, and it's like colder, bro. Like I swear to God. And that's what we were, you know, that's what I was doing. I was putting them on game and stuff, you know. And that's how it came about.
Ask about his verse from when he was 16.
Well, I was like 15 actually. I don't know. I did a track with a couple of my homies out here, and you know, back in the day, yeah, I do a lot of high pitch rapping. You know what I mean in my stuff, because like a lot of people be like, "Oh, he sounds like Ghostman." Like, no, bitch, I've been doing this way the fuck before Ghostman, and it started when I was 15. Actually, I had a verse with some of my guys, and it was recorded and everything. And you know, at the time, I was a huge Gangsta Boo fan. And I was like influenced off of shit, you know, and I want to do like a high pitched voice, you know, make that shit stand out. And it came out really fucking sick. It came out really dope. I had a really high pitched voice at the time. Like, it was pretty dope. So, like, when people say, like, oh, Ruckus sounds like Ghostman, I'll be like, no, you're full of shit. I've been doing this shit since like 07, 08. Well, actually, 2008. Huh?
I was like, he sounds like me, if anything.
Yeah, basically, like, I've been saying it for a long time. Like, even when I was going to jail, people are like, man, Ruckus sounds like Suicide Boys. Like, no, you fucking idiot. They sound like me. I've been doing the same sound for, like, way the fuck before they even came out.
Oh, yeah. We're going to play Bring 'Em to the Dark Side for the outro. You want to plug anything? You got merch site or anything like that?
Yeah, hey, be sure to, you know, check me out though, you know what I mean? Like, go to the gorehopshop.com, go to the LSP, you know, web store, you know, for any type of merchandise. You ever want to go and fuck around and find out with some like Bloody Ruckus merchandise, you know, come show support, you know, go to gorehopshop.com, cop yourself some Bloody Ruckus merchandise. You know, if I'm ever in your area, if I'm ever at a show and you guys see me out there, you know, don't be afraid, you know, to come up, you know, say hi, what up, give me a handshake, give me a hug, you know what I'm saying? Cop some merch for me. You know, I got exclusive stuff that ain't even on the website, you know what I'm saying? So just catch me at any motherfucking show, catch me at any event, roll the fuck up, you know what I mean? Be on the lookout for me at anywhere in the country. I'll be everywhere eventually, you know what I mean? So just be on the motherfucking lookout, because I'm coming in your motherfucking area, and I want to see you there. You know, I want to party with you guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, cult shit, dude. Fucking cult shit.
Oh, shit. What up, TZ? Well, I appreciate you coming on, bro. We'll have to have you on here a few months down the road.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. I would definitely like to come back. You know, in the future, you know, maybe we could do, who knows? Maybe we can actually do like an episode where it's like we're doing a whole fucking review on the album, you know, each song, you know, we do like an episode where like for each song that we do on this whole entire review of the album, we talk about the song, the meaning behind the song, et cetera, and then go from there or something, you know? Who knows?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Fuck yeah. And if you need any help, I know you guys have your guys, but if you need help with anything at the gathering or Hog Daddies, just let me know, and I'll fucking throw a hand out there for help.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, man. Hey, just let me know if you need these. If you want to help push these and be part of my street team.
Yeah, you got any Iowa? I don't think there's any Iowa people out here.
I don't think so neither. So I'll tell you what, inbox me after this interview, and then we'll figure something out, and we'll get you these and shit, and you can hand these out at both of the events.
Right on. All right, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, much love and respect to everybody that came out to this interview. Big ol' L's up and cult shit. Much love to Frodo the Ghost, and much love to Lee for having me on here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for having me on this interview. It was really fun and dope and stuff like that. And like I said, man, get me back on here, dude. We'll do like a review for my album or something, man. We'll have like a listening album party or something for you. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. I'll fucking inbox you and talk about it and shit.
Hell yeah, brother. Much love and respect, everybody.
Much love, chat. Much love, Chuckles. Love you, bro.
Cult shit. Love, bro.
Consciousness of Christ, I climb up the tree of life. Give your neck a slice, then I'll roll your head like dice. Rise from the tomb, I'm a motherfucking renegade. Looking for a way out, bitch, you about to catch a fade. Do what I like, cause I answer to no one. Swing with a sword and I kick like a shogun. Rip up my shirt like my name is Hulk Hogan. Ready for war, I don't care what you holding. Fuck with the ghost, you get creasing and folded. Leave you with one eye and looking like Odin. I have the knowledge, show you the power. Caution will conquer and we will devour. Stop on your camp and laugh at you cowards. You will get murked and now pushing the flowers.
I must hit the windows of my brand new Corolla. Crashing tragic, feel the whiplash from the back to my shoulders. Strain of action, only fragments that relax me as I'm getting older. Liking to find a taste to keep them passive as they move it slower. Magnificent but smells delightful. Lately sipping and dancing around the rifle. My soul decidefully I'm prideful. Eyes mold as I fall like kindful. Supply myself with substance and sipping malt liquor. I sit with the sickness that kicks as I crawl with some sinners that beg for abuse and perceive it as love. I tend to fall into the bitter line of a buzz that was intertwined. Where you keep a tab on my life, keep it minimized. If I read a sign, I'd oblige. If I wrote the lines, had to keep the prize in the sight. Only thing on my mind.
Gonna find you, doesn't matter where the fuck you try to run, it's gonna be behind you. The soul that's inside you's corroding, dead as fuck and it's starting to smell moldy. Let me do you a favor and kick it off, already half dead, but you think there's always saw. I'll put you out to misery, just take my hand, welcome to the darkness, land of the damned. Goddamn, it's a cursed place I never wanna leave. Over the skin off like the bark of a fucking tree. This ain't make believe, it's more like a wet dream. Fantasies come true for people like me. Fuck that kung fu, I'll samurai and spleen till you hold to come through and I'll set her out of me. Said a lot of things on fire just like to your head. Let a woman gushy just like when you pee your bed.
Step until a link or a text, it's outside you. Run up the remains when I set them on fire. I've been the foul type that'll stab you down violently for acting like a bitch like Mrs. Doubtfire. When the barrels hit your mouth, this evil niggas inside you. The type of cycle down to empty on the clip of the fire. Making sure every witness is tight. And I soak a roll of gasoline to get rid of the remains with the flick of a wire. When I listen to the evil voices in it, all I'm hearing anything can happen during the time is controlling. Anything and everything's a weapon as long as it's got its hereditary. You can turn into a knife that I'm holding. Slicing you open, I'm about to do an autopsy on your body. But I won't be slow when you back up. Coming through your window to split you like an apple without a computer. Other words, I'll be leaving you hacked up.
When I turn your baby inside of a bathtub, you lost, speaking came, I saw stick his head on the plunger in front of his mother. Abortion is number one, bitch. I'm not saw smash. I hope he's headed with the hammer on camera. Look in his eyes while I laugh as he dies. Hope you don't hide underneath your bed, cause I got more in that chamber to seek your demise. Fucker that the killer shove a gun in the vagina with the sound of the emission of the river. Behind the river, break up with the devil, rebel, tell everybody get it, there with other tip. When she tried to set it up, I felt the burner, rip it, the temple like a victim on the tip of pop. I cup of tea to heat up, rubber hand up like a best, and you don't wanna be the one to end up in the garbage bag outside the box. He got somebody in front of all of my people.
Blindfolded ball gag, tied up and stuffed in a van with stolen plates and painted windows. Double take you to the spot where we perform a sacrifice. That is where you meet your fate and where we burn you at the stake. First you take heavy hammers to your limbs and your rib cage. Break every bone and build the skin off your flesh. Pull the intestines out your gut, let me sick rage. Have the driver's seat in full control while I slash. You thrash, but the knots hold tight and the road fat. Mad incantations getting red as you bleed. Each gash, each wounded might be the one that seals your damnation as we play in the sea of evil. Essential, let it go as you suffer. Snuff you and send every side. Our names might be reborn as something horned and demonic. If you succeed when you're engulfed in the flames.